I'm an abacus. Today I will record a 1.1 video for you. Edit it with a video. Change this part. Change people. This way, you upload an image. Change the content inside. Change the characters in the video. Okay, this is one of the functions of this workflow. Let me talk about the workflow principle. Which video do you want to change? You'll upload a video. What kind of person do you want to change the video to? A character or something. You put this in the picture. He'll change this as a result. That's when people change. The environment remains unchanged. It's people who change the environment. This is the function. Here's the workflow. His main principle. Or his main processes. Let's talk about the model we used. It's the bench one. 191.1 combined with an accelerated meet. With a VACE. This VACE is using Fusion X. It's the main model. How to form this principle? You need to make this video first. Make a dynamic mask. This mask needs to cover this person. Add his skeleton to the license. Why a skeleton? Actually, it's okay without a skeleton. But because if we dance, human dance. Because it would be better if you add a little skeleton. Because of your hands. This rotation of the head may be a little more vivid. For example, you mean the stir, minus fry dishes, or some more general activities. No skeletons. But I'll make a video here. I'll add a skeleton. You want. Take dynamic car photos. What else it has? Positioning through the multi-modal language model. The wings of the character here. To divide each picture, format. A dynamic car photo is it? Maybe his principle is this. This is this node. Pass it to him through VSE. This is your reference picture. It's probably the principle. So what is this? It's actually his workflow. He mainly has a hard time controlling his appearance. He can only generate about a monkey. Or what else? Why? Because of your words. He is him, that model. He knew he can release it accurately. If you put a specific, for example, a person, or relatively unfamiliar animals, he may not be able to generate what you want. For example, I've generated an alien before. Then he will generate one. Such an alien. Right then but we want an alien. That's it. Right, then he cares more about the prompt word. So in this place, I'll add one more reverse. Let him get closer to the person you want. Actually, it's hard for him to do it. It's very similar. This is the workflow. But what about his workflow? He's more fun. Then this workflow is also a single person. If there are many people, you have to change it. Then, if you have time, you will be a multi-minus person one. Then, let's pull this workflow from the beginning. Why do you need to pull it? Because everyone uses this. If you download someone else's workflow. If you don't go and pull it once. If you pull the workflow, you use it. Actually, because of many parameters or applications. The application scenarios are all your own. Sometimes where do you want to change? You may not be familiar with it. So let's go. Even if you are not familiar with it. Not very familiar with this ComfyUI, but you follow it and pull it. It's also very useful for you to use. Well, let's read full. This is the model first. Make the model. Use this loader to widen the model first. Choose the model first. Let's go step by step. Then, what about the model? We use the one anyway model. Then choose this mode. Choose this mode. Yes, choose faster. Let's exchange this block first. Default is okay. Roller is used to accelerate Roma. Then, why choose this? Because this can be put in many. Let's use this. 0.6s. use it in conjunction. Then we add a VAs. Plus model. VAs. What do we use for VC? Use this. Use this Fusion X. This one with this Fusion X. There is also a coding model. The model also has a code. This is one. Use this one. Use this. Then put that VA. Who uses this if you get that VAE? This main model is put here. Wait, a little bit more recognizable. By the way, take that encoder as well. T5 encoder software encoder is placed here. Okay, then we will use this code for VAs. This sampler. Use this. This and then decode. Then the next step is decoding. Then merge it into a video, and then this piece. Then what is this piece? Then download the picture and download the video. This video uses this. This is because of this many things. Use it well. So the one just now. This is the segmentation model. Segment that. Use this. Right. Let's pull out its model. This is the biggest. This model. The largest default one is okay. If there is no such person, you're writing about someone now. Human okay. Then write about people. That model. Let's load it first. We'll load this video. Good. What about here? It is necessary to stipulate that its frames will be transmitted here. Want a video. Video information. We want to read these things. Then there's one more control. A total of one video size. Size. That's this one. Use one. This needs to be controlled too. Then this one is used. Use this. Wait for this. Just pass this size to you. Then the size is. Then we have to control its frame rate. How many seconds left? How many seconds do you want to run? The length of time to run. That is, we use an integer. Use an integer one. Integer, then one integer R to control them. Controls its frame rate. This can be controlled separately. Add another floating point to floating point. Because in some places you want to pass in floating point. Okay, then the frame rate. We still have a frame rate at this time. We use about 20. 20 minus 5 too. This is because of this video. Probably because of the VAs. You don't need to last more than 10 seconds. Because the computing power is not enough. Usually it will explode. Then we'll make 9 seconds. This video is about 10 seconds long. Okay, let's calculate it. You have both the seconds and the frame rate. You need to calculate. Simple calculation. Because we will force your frame rate first. Force this frame rate first and then. The frame rate is 20. Then our total number is. It is multiplying by b. We can add a needle. Then, this is the total number of frames, right? Here we can preview. Make a show. Anything we can show. How many frames are obtained here? You can see it after waiting here. So, how much do we want to pass it on to him? We're going to pass it on to him. The total number of frames that are passed to him will be passed to him. Then we're just because of this video. It must be you. The video you gave. There must be more than us. These videos have a better frame rate than this, because sometimes you pass on video. For example, you pass 20 seconds in 1 minute. Make an example. Then you may only be able to cut it for 10 seconds or 8 seconds. So we need to use one. This gets the batch of images. With the batch, it's just passing one by one. then we get. In theory, if your video just happens, we can send it directly, right? But it doesn't usually happen, right? It usually grows a little bit. So we use one. Pass all this to him. But here is mine. Before I pass him, I'll set his length. This length is from here, right? This is what we want. That's the frame rate. So many seconds. There is so much frame rate that just happened to be passed to him, right? This is the total number of images. Total number. Then let's pass it on to it again. Okay, let's control it first. Don't draw too much before passing it. Too big to export. In general, our longest side should be exceeded. It's okay 1080 minus 8 or something, but don't be too big. The longest one can be cut here. If this is set to 16 then there is no error usually. We'll pass it on. Pass it. Then this will be passed to it. There is nothing to set up here. Then we have to become a mask moving. What if the mask is moving? We use one to combine one like this. In Paint this. This one. Use this node to combine his original picture. This background. This mask passes over. Then they combine to become one. Turn into a mask and one in the image. But when it was touched, we'd better extend it. Let's use the extension. Giving one after another. This will be extended to him again. There is nothing, because sometimes he's covered. Sometimes he's not clean. You will float out. If you're the one wearing two, something very subtle flows out. You want to expand this, and it's a little bit larger. Cover him inside, right? Then set about 10. This is not necessary. If so, he will let us wait a moment. You can preview it. We can preview the video. Wait a minute, we can see the effect. What about this frame number? What about this frame number? We'll bring it here. So this floating point. You need to be able to enter this with a floating point. Pull it over and control the frame rate. The entire workflow rate must be unified. We can run first. See how he did it. Let's take a look first. Anyway, let's pull the next mask out. Wait for us to do this. What else do we need? One more physical movement. It's his skeleton. Because he is the character dancing, the simulation of the action may be a little stronger. Then the process is to use this to handle it. There can be many of these. We've used this one to come out. Nothing comes out here. Take a look at this size. There is a problem with the size. See where our size is wrong. We forgot to cancel it here. Okay, run again. Tell his details. That means he will be like this inadvertently in the future. So many workflows. Still have to go by yourself. Go and pull this frame rate. This place. From here I want to pull it over. Pull over here. It's the same. Anyway. All the same. And you can pull it. Can he say? But it would be better if you pull from here. Workflow. He has many details that really need to pay attention to. Anyway, that's a little fatter than the original one. Be fatter. Right. Then, we just need to have limbs. Because we're going to dance. So we want this bone. His skeleton. Open toe. Right. So, how do you do this idea? That's what I want. It's this now. This mask is jumping. So what about me now? Do the opposite. I don't want this background, right? Don't have a background. Then, I just want this person to dance. Then, I'll turn the mask back. Combining this background, right? That's the idea. Then, we'll use an image. Image reconstruction composite. We use this. Then, use this. So, what about us? Because we have a negative mask. The mask is reversed. Then, we become images. Then, take the image. We'll use this to go. He's going back. The past is to reveal one person into the image. Then, the original image is what he is like. But What about this target image? This is just posted behind this. Just post it in this original picture. Then the mask. Turn the mask over. Then, what if you turn it over? He just jumped there alone. Is that right? Let's see what he looks like. This frame rate is also controlled. It defaults to 8. Then we'll take a look. Because this is a good video memory. Sometimes we can add one like this. Cut over. Connect it up. Uninstall the video memory. This way, he won't take up the video memory. Then you look. Then he's only one left to go there. Then we will pass this next. Take out his bones. It was this to him. Pass it to him to deal with his bones. But this, I'll take a look at this. Use this. After using it, we need to control him. His size. Use this to control his size. Just control the size. What about this size? Just from this total size. Control his size. Otherwise, the picture is different from the original picture. Come in. Then will be this bone. Let's see again. Let's take a look at the bones. Even the ones that were really green in the past. Let's take a look at his bones. Boom. Look at this bone. This bone is to be put here. Then, how to put it in? We use one like this. Drag this over first. We use this node. What's the background of this node? That's the background, right? Can be used as this background layer. Is this right? Then, you load this in this place first. You cannot install this link first and cache it. What about this one? This is connected to this place. Which one? This one is just combined. This is this. Is this a background layer? Then, let this photo go. This place is also his auntie. Then, let's preview. We can't do this. No need. Just come directly. See how he adds this. Good. You see, if you add that expression, you can also use it. If you are a character, this expression can be removed. Can be disabled. It cannot be used if you are a human. Because if you want to be a character, you need to add a stand-in. A new expression. It will affect his similarity. But it's really hard for him to do this stream as a real person. Very similar. That's it. Let's leave this in and do it as a control terminal. Doing control. One by one video control. He probably took it, right? So, when I took it, we have several such items here. We can have one more node. That's the one that gets the image. Because he can list it. That way we'll put it in. Put it here. Because this controls his movements. Just control his whole person, right? This is for reference. Then, wait, the total number of frames is right. So he will be together one by one. Okay then, the following part is basically completed. Then, there is another one. This reference picture is right. He's going to send this reference picture in. But generally there is a background. There's something right. We're going to have a background. Control the size of the image. Control the size of the image. So, let's control the size first. Yes, use it to control it. Then what? Then go to the background. Use this simpler Inspire Ray net to go to the background. After using this to remove the background, it will have more channels. You'll need to remove it. Remove its alpha value. Just move this transparent channel. Keep it in this. Pay attention to his character. Add that background to a white background. He expressed it with 6 up here. Okay, let's put this here. Here is the reference picture. Refer to this image. But he references. There really is no reference. He still respects this. Let the prompt word go. There is also a mask. You need to put a mask. The mask is from here. Don't make a mistake here just now. Got from this place. This one here. EA, he has to come and do it. Because all you can add is add. So it's because of this. Because of him. This won't be accurate. We have to push it back in the prompt word. Use this if you reverse it. Use this. Joy caption. Use this to load its model. Loading the model. Then what? Connect it over. Its pictures come. Then, what if you push it back? We need one more. One to connect. Just one more text. Because we have to write another part ourselves, right? Text connection. Then, here comes the reverse. Then, we write a part of this. For example, he objected. Oh, we mainly opposed to his appearance. Right? Then we object to his appearance. It's mainly his appearance. Here we are like he is dancing. We mean, let him dance. The two are combined. Just pass it to him. Display text. Let's take a look at it then. So, pass it to him. Let's pass it down. Right. Pass to the sampler. Pass to the sampler. Pass the model to the model. Okay? Then, the sampler is simple. Right. Okay, this requires a frame rate, right? Then, what about the sound? We need to use the original sound. The original sound. Then, there will be a dubbing. It's okay to put it here. Okay. What about this place? Then, add one more place. Add one more. This is to make it faster. These auxiliary works. Just use the default. Let's run 10 steps. Run 10 steps in this. This default is also okay. Just do it. Almost nothing. There's nothing to set up here. Check it out. See what else to do. There should be no below this. Okay? Run and try it first. Forget this. Forget some. The simpler, the more you forget. Okay. Take a look. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow, trying to forget. Down they go. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow, trying to forget. But I won't let go. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow, trying to forget. But I won't let go. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow, trying to forget. But I won't let go. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow, trying to forget. This picture, this workflow, I've also uploaded to Running Hub. You can play on. What about now? These videos. That model is getting bigger and bigger. Everyone is still playing online. In this cloud. What about your computer? You're a big deal. Then, you can't bear it. You are like 40 minus 8G. You can't compare with the cloud. So it's cheap. It's also cheaper. So you can play on Running Hub. I'll upload this workflow. I'll put this link at that time. Put it under the video. Everyone register with this link and we'll give you it. You can also give you 1,000 points. I'll get 100 points every day. Log in every day and get 100 points. Everyone can play for free every day. Thank you everyone. That's all today. Hello everyone. I am an abacus. Today, I will record a video of one-to-one. The editor changed it with a video. Change this part. Change people. This kind of you upload a picture. Change the contents. All the characters in the video. Okay, this is the function of the workflow. Talk about the general principle of workflow. Which video do you want to change? You need to upload a video. What kind of person do you want to change the video to? A character or something. You put this in the picture, and he will change it. That is, the person has changed, but the environment remains unchanged. It changes the person, and the environment remains unchanged. The function is like this. Here's the workflow, its main principle, or the main process is. Let's talk about the model we use. It's the 181 model. 2.1. And an acceleration method. And a VCE. This VCE uses the F- filter X. It uses. This is the acceleration. This is the main. This is the main model. How does this principle come into being? You first need to make a dynamic mask. As a dynamic mask, the mask should cover the person. Add his skeleton to the license. Why do we need to add a skeleton? In fact, you can do it without a skeleton, but because if we dance, human dance, because you'd better add a little skeleton. Because your hands and head rotation may be more vivid. For example, if you are doing stir, -5, or some more general activities, you cannot add the skeleton. But when I make a video, I will add a skeleton. If you want to do dynamic socializing, what else do you need? Through a multi-modem language model to locate the weightings of this character, to split each image, to form a dynamic mask, right? The principle is like this. This is the mask. This node. Just pass it to him through VSC here. This is the reference image for you. That's the principle. So, what is this part? In fact, this workflow, it's hard to control its appearance. It can only generate a monkey or something similar, or alternate. Why? Because these words, it is the model. It can accurately generate it. If you put a specific, such as a person, or a relatively unfamiliar animal, it may not generate what you want. For example, I generated an alien before. It will generate an alien like this, right? But the alien we want, like this, right? He cares more about the prompt word. So, in this place, I will add a reverse inference to make it more like the person you want. It's hard for him to do it. To be like, this is the workflow. But this workflow, it's more fun. This workflow is also for a single person. If it's for multiple people, it needs to be changed. I'll make a multi-person one when I have time. Let's start from the beginning of this workflow. Why do we need to do this? Because when you use it, if you download someone else's workflow, if you don't run it once, if you run the workflow once, you will use it. Because many of the parameters or applications, the application scenarios are your own. Sometimes if you need to change something, you may not be familiar with it. So, you should pull it once, even if you are not familiar with it. Not very familiar with this configurator, but following the process, it is still useful for your use. It's still very useful. Let's do it again. First, we need to create the model. To make the model, first select the model and load it with this loader. And why did it? Select the model first. Let's do it step by step. What about the model? We use the anyone model and use anyone. Select this mode. Select this mode. Select faster. Pull one through. This is the default. Roma is using the acceleration Roma. Why do we choose this? Because this can play any songs. Let's use this one. 2.6. And add another one. We need to use them together. So, approximately. Then, we add, for VCE, we need an additional model. 6.1. For VCE, what should we use? Yes. Use this one, just now. Yes, this one. Use this one with this. In the main model part, that one, there is also a coding. And personal code. This is wrong. Let's use this one. Yes. Then add the V. Use this one for the V. The model. Put the main model here. And stack them here. Wait a minute. It's easier to recognize. By the way, put the encoder here. G5 encoder. Put the encoder here. Okay, and then we'll encode the VCE. Use this one. Sampler, MBL. What's there? Use this. Then we'll decode. The two encoders are merged into one. Then this big one, and this part, and this part. What is this? Download the picture like this. Download video. Use this for video, because this can be used for many things. So, the one just now, this and this segmentation model. Segment, that one. Use this one, right? Yes. Okay, pull out its model. The largest one, the largest model. The default one is fine. If there is no person, you can write human. Human, okay, write human. That model. Let's load it first. Let's also load it with this video. Here, we need to specify that the needle should be delivered here. Video information. We need to read these things. And there is another one. To control the overall size of the video. The size. Just use this one. This one also needs to be controlled. What about this one? Just use this. Wait a minute, this one. Just send him this size. Now that we have the size, then we need to control the frame rate. How many seconds? How many seconds do you want to run? The length of the run is. We use an integer. An integer. And an integer to control its. To control its frame rate. This can be controlled separately and add a floating minus point number, because in some places, you need to use floating minus point numbers. Okay, so the frame rate, we still have the frame rate. We use about 20. 20 minus 5 is also okay. Because this video is probably because of the VSC. Don't exceed 10 seconds. Because the computing power is not enough, it will crash. So, let's make it 9 seconds. This video is about 10 seconds. Okay, let's calculate your seconds. The frame rate is set. You need to calculate it and do a simple calculation. Because of your frame rate, we need to force it first. First, we need to force the frame rate, and then the frame rate is 20. So our total number is, which is multiplied by b. We can add one stitch. So this is the total number of stitches, right? 就一张 preview. To make a display, we can show how many frames we can get. Wait a minute, you can see. So we need to transfer. How much to pass on to him, right? We need to send it to him. If we pass it on to him, the total number of frames should be sent to him. Because of this video, definitely, the video you give him must be more than ours. The frame rate of these videos must be more than this, because sometimes you will upload videos. For example, if you upload a 20 minus second video or a 1 minus minute video. For example, so you can only cut 10 or 8 seconds, or 8 seconds. So we need to use this. P4 for getting images. We use P4, which means all the images are imported. Then we get, logically, if the video is just right, we can directly send it, right? But it's not usually just right? It's usually longer. So we use this. to send all of them to him. But here, before I send it to him, I set its length. This length. From here, right? This is what we want. The frame rate is just like this. The number of frames is so many, and the frame rate is so many. Just send it to him, right? This is the total number of images. The total number. Then we'll send it to him, right? Let's control it first. Don't make the frame too big before sending it, or it will exceed the video memory. Generally, we don't exceed the longest side. It can be 1088 or anything, but not too big. The longest side can be cropped. Set it to 16 here. It generally won't report an error. Then we send it to him. Send it to him, and then send it to him. There is nothing to set here. Then we need to turn it into a moving car cover. If the car cover is moving, we use a combination of this in paths. This one is used for this node, combined with the original image. As the background, this one, we send it over. Then they are combined to become it becomes a mask walking in the image. But when we pass it on, we better. Let's expand it. Let's expand it first. Connect it first. We'll connect it after expanding. It's nothing, because sometimes the mask, if he doesn't cut it cleanly, it will slow down. If you are wearing something, if there are some very small things floating out, you need to make the extension larger and cover it inside, right? Then set it to about 10. Don't use this blur. In this way, it will be better. We can preview it. We can preview the video. We can see the effect later. What about this frame rate? What about this frame rate? We pull it over. Pull it over. This floating point. You can enter the floating point. Pull it over to control the frame rate. The frame rate of the entire workflow needs to be unified. We can run it first to see how it works. Let's take a look first. While waiting, let's pull out the next mask first. Wait a minute. Wait. It's like this. What else do we need? We also need a body movement. It's the skeleton. Because he is a character, the dance may require stronger motion simulation. So we can handle it like this. There can be many of these. Let's use this one. Okay, it's out. It doesn't come out here. Check the size. There's a problem with the size. Let's see where the problem is with our dimensions. We forgot to cancel it here. Okay, let's run it again. Let's talk about this detail. It means that it will be like this accidentally. So, for many workflows, you still need to do it yourself. To pull the frame rate, this place, I need to pull it from here. Or here, it's the same anyway. It's the same, so you can pull it too. You can do it, but it would be better to pull it from here. In the workflow, there are many details that really need to be paid attention to. Anyway, it's a little fatter than the original one. A little fatter. And then, we need to have falls. Because we need to dance. So we need this bone. It's skeleton. To pull, right? How to do this idea? That is, I want this. Now it's this. The mask is dancing. So now, I want to reverse it. I don't want this background, right? I don't want the background. I only want this person to jump. So, I'll reverse the mask. And fuse it with the background, right? That's the idea. Let's use an image. Composite the image again. Let's use this. Let's use this. What about using this one? Because we have a reverse mask. Reverse the mask. Then we turn it into an image. And then we turn it into an image. We need to connect this one. It will be reversed. It will show a person in the image. Into the image. Then the original image is its original appearance. The target image, it's just to stick behind this one. Just paste it on the original image, right? And then the mouse. The mask will turn around. After turning it around, it becomes a person jumping there, right? Let's see what it looks like. This frame rate. Let's control the frame rate. It's defaulted to 8. Let's take a look. Because this one uses a lot of video memory. Sometimes we can add one like this. Connect it. Connect it. And remove the video memory. In this way, it won't take up video memory. Look. And there's only one person left walking. Then we will use this too. To extract his skeleton, right? It's not this one. Send him this one. Pass it on to him to process his bones. But pass this on. Let me see this. Use this. But after using it, we need to control it. Its size. Use this to control its size. Just control its size. This size. It's from this total. This size controls its size. Otherwise, the picture will not be the same size as the original. Tell me. Okay. And then we will look at the bones again. Let's see. Let's first take a look at the bones. It's really green. Let's take a look at what his skeleton looks like first. You see the skeleton? It means this bone should be placed here. How to put it in? We use one like this. Third, drag this over. We use one of these nodes. This node. What about the background? That's the background, right? Can be used as this background layer. Put this in, right? First, load this one here. You can uninstall this connection from the cache first. What about this one? And this one is hooked up to this place. And this one? The one that has just been combined. This is this. This is the background layer, right? Then, just put this photo over there. This place is also reversed. Let's preview it. We don't need to use this one. Let's just connect it and see. How about adding this? Okay, you can also use it if you add that expression. What if you were a character? This expression can be removed. You can disable it. If not, you can enable it. Because if you want to make a character, you need to add us and minus it. But for this expression, it affects the similarity. But it's hard to keep it as a real person. It's really hard to do. Yeah. This one will be kept as a control terminal to control a video space. It should be connected, right? When we connect it, because there are several items like this here. We can add one more node, the node that gets the image, because it can be listed. So we're going to put it inside, and put it here, because this controls his movements, which controls his whole person, right? This is for reference. Then the width, height, and total frames, so they will match one by one. Okay, so this part below is basically done. There is another one. This is the reference image, right? This reference image needs to be imported. But it usually has a background, and right? We need to remove the background, and control the image size. And control the image size. Then, let's control the size first. Well, use it to control it. And then go to the background. We can use the simple inspire to remove the background. After removing the background with this, there will be an extra channel. You also want to remove. You need to remove its alpha value. Use the transparent channel to move it. And control it to this. Focus on this character. Add a white background to the background. It uses 6F to express white. Okay, just put it here. Here is the reference image. Refer to this image. But its reference. Really no reference. He still respects that. The front word and then a mouse. you need to put a mask. The mask starts from here. Don't get it wrong here. Pull it from this place. I like this. These all need to pass. Let's do it. Because everything that can be added is added. So, because of this, because of it, it won't be too accurate. I have two. We need to reverse it. Use this for reverse inversion. And connect it. Use this dedicated caption letter. Use this to load its model with this. To load the model. Then we connect it. Connect the image. After we reverse it, we need one more connection. We need one more text. Because you have to write a part yourself, right? Text connection. This, then, after extrapolating it here. So we write a part. For example, he's reversed. We mainly reverse his appearance, right? So we reverse his appearance. Mainly his appearance. Here, for example, if he's dancing, we just let him dance. And the two of them are married. Combine them and send them to him. Display, text. Take a look then. Okay, then pass it on to him. We'll pass it on, right? Send it to the sampler. Pass it to the camera. Model to model. It's too far. Okay. So, samplers are easy, right? Okay, this one needs to be greened, right? And for the sound, we're going to use the original sound. The original sound. And the dubbing will be natural. Okay, I'll leave it here. Okay? This place. And add one more here. One more. This is also to make it faster. These are auxiliary functions. Just leave it as default. Let's run 10 steps. Let's run 10 steps. And this one can be set to default. Whatever is almost the same. There's nothing to set here. Check it out. See what else needs to be done. There shouldn't be anything below. Okay? Run and try it first. Forgot to connect this. I often forget to connect. The simpler, the more likely to forget. Okay, it's fine. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow trying to forget. But I won't let go. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow trying to forget. But I won't let go. 1, 2, 3, hey. Hiding from the rain and snow trying to forget. But I won't let go. 1, 2, 3, hey. The effect is good. Okay. This picture. This workflow. I will upload it too. Running home. You can play on it. No. Our video models are getting bigger and bigger. Everyone is still playing online. In the cloud. Even if your computer. No matter how big it is. But you can't afford it. For a 40 gigabyte model like this, you can't compare with the cloud. So it's cheap. And relatively cheap. So you can play on really hot. I will upload this workflow. I will put this link on it then. Put it under the video. You can register through this link and get. And you can get 1000 points. And 100 points every day. You'll get 100 points for logging in every day. You can play for free every day. Thank you all. That's it for today.